afternoon, sir. How you
I'm
doing?
fine, thank you.
Oh, looking good.
Thank you.
So, how you feeling today?
I feel good.
Okay. So, we just want to ask you a few questions. Christian parenting.
Yeah.
First of all, do you have kids?
Uh, my grandchildren, not kids now.
Whoa, 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 whoa. So we're speaking to a pro right now. Okay, so we have two questions for you. The
Yeah.
first one is, how did you go about talking about sex education with children?
Well, when my children were growing up, there was a lot of inhibitions in terms of talking about sex education. But
Mm-hmm.
somehow, in the course of our daily family prayers,
Mm,
I mean, by the ministration of the Spirit,
mm,
there was a need to talk to the children about issues like this.
okay.
And it came out that the Spirit Himself was actually guiding us because on one occasion when we had a family prayer and we were discussing the scriptures,
Mm,
my little daughter, I think she was about 8,
mm,
she's married now with 3 children. She They were given an opportunity to share, and she was expressing herself that she went to there was a garden near my house in Kaduna,
okay.
and she said some young boys just followed her. They were, in fact, they were really like, and she was scared, and she said, "No, I'm a little girl. I'm a little girl. Look at the big, leave me alone." So I said to my wife, "You see, the need to let these children know
No,
these things early.
yeah.
We were looking at her, oh, she's too small.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody will be interested in her.
Mm.
If we don't teach her at home here, somebody else is
We'll
going to
teach
teach
her,
her,
of
maybe in
course.
school or wherever."
Mm,
So I think we started letting our children know do's and don'ts,
mm,
where you should focus on, where you should not focus on,
mm,
what you should be interested in, what you should not be interested in.
mm.
And to God be the glory. I think a lot of them were able to keep themselves well and give a good account of themselves.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Pretty interesting.
yeah.
Okay, so we're in an age and time where a lot of young persons come up and they will tell you, I'm no longer a he, I'm now a she. I'm no longer a she, I'm now it, or we, or they, or whatever it is that they call themselves. And, just imagine that a child that maybe under your guidance or maybe just in your neighborhood, happens to come up to you one day and tells you, I'm no longer a he, please don't address me as a he, address me as a she now. Like, what would you do? Like, how would you go about it? What would be your first reaction? Let's even start from there.
I will acknowledge that there is a problem.
Okay.
That will bring the reality that the problem is really near me.
Mm,
It's no longer something they talk about America
mm,
or UK or somewhere.
mm,
You see, but these are all signs of the end time,
mm,
because everything that is happening now is clearly unscriptural.
mm,
And my guidance for children and for parents particularly is that while we are trying to give our children the best education, the best things of life, we must also look at their spiritual life. We think it does not matter,
mm.
but it actually
It was,
matters.
yeah.
It is the foundation that is not strong. That is the reason why these people are easily misled.
Mm,
And most times, I think because fathers are absent,
mm,
they are not in the marriage, they are not in the family, they are
mm.
not in the home.
Maybe most of them chasing money.
Money. And
Okay.
these days, mothers are also becoming absent.
Mm,
In our days, our mothers were more present. Our wives, my wife worked in the bank, which is one of the most tedious places to work.
mm,
But she will always have break time. She will always come home. She will carry the children,
mm,
because I was in business. I was
mm.
doing more of traveling.
Okay.
So my caution, my advice, it's a very terrible development that is happening. And it is very real and coming.
Mm.
And it is because the world is coming near. Because of the social media, it's easy to watch programs, children.
Yeah, say lots of
Yeah,
things.
so we must know what our children should have access to and what they should not. And we should not look at them as too small.
Okay.
I have a little, I think 6, 7 years old grandson. His IQ is something else. In fact, he knows every animal in the world and knows how they are. So, with a child like that, you put the computer in his hand. Things you don't
You don't expect.
expect,
Yeah.
he knows them. So, let us not underrate our children. Uh, if I meet people with such tendencies, I will pray. In fact, it takes me back to the place of prayer because I think parents are ignoring their responsibilities. We have an anointing as parents, and what we decree about our children, our generation, God will definitely honor
Oh
it
no.
if we give real, sincere attention to it. But I think most of us take a lot of these things for granted. Oh, God is solving the problem of the world. It's the problem of God. The priest is there. Oh, the pastor is there.
Yeah,
Oh, I've attended
we
mass.
forget that we're also priests
We are
too.
also priests. We have a duty, we have a responsibility. And we don't see these things as part of the issues we should pray about. Oh God, take my child, he's looking for admission, give him admission. What's going to happen when he gets to that school? You understand? He's going to meet with people. How are they going to influence them? Is it my daughter who will influence them or they themselves that
We
will influence
influence,
them?
yeah.
So we must make our children the influencers. We must make them the ones that are for signs and wonders. And it doesn't happen automatically. It
It's a
is a
gradual
deliberate, yes, it's
process.
a deliberate effort. You say to yourself, my children must come out good. It's not by power, it's not by might. But whatever you take to God in prayer and you show your presence there and you lead by example, let your children see that the life you are leading is a pure, righteous life. They will follow. When you talk to them, when you pray to God about them, those prayers will be honored.
Thank you very much, Daddy. We appreciate you
It's been a
and
pleasure.
we wish you a blessed week
God bless
ahead.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.